Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for having me.
So hilarious. So glad I left my kids' school musical to see that. So, pretty similar, actually. But one more round of applause for John Creasey, ladies and gentlemen! Thanks for coming again. I'm going to be here next week, bye-bye. All right, yeah, we'll be in touch. You're listening to The Debrief with Dave O'Neill. I'm just driving Joel Creasey home, the fabulous
Hello.
Joel Creasey. Wow.
I love that this is legit too. Like, it's not like, let's go and sit somewhere and pretend.
No, it's real.
Yeah, you're actually driving me home like an Uber.
Yeah, I am like, I know. Give me a rating. Because you just did my room, the Grandview Hotel, the fun house that I run on a Wednesday in Melbourne.
I love it. It's so middle class.
Oh, it's hilarious.
I love them. That's my crowd.
Yeah, they love you. That's what Brad Oakes, who was filling in for me because I was at my child's musical, he said, there's a lot of, like, suburban mums and dads here to see Joel.
Yeah, that's my demo. People always forget this. It's like people, suburban sort of families, and then like a lot of young couples with, and the boyfriend's obviously been dragged along.
Yeah. Young girls too. That was a high percentage of young women.
Yes, young women
normally there.
Yeah, or like really campy young boys who are like, oh yeah, we've got to study them for our grade 10 science project.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
interesting.
But it was fun. It was fun. I was worried I wasn't going to make it.
Yeah, because you were filming a show.
Yeah, so I've got a full face of makeup on in car with you. Full face of makeup. We should be filming this.
I didn't notice that.
Oh well, thank you. It's my natural glow.
I did notice it on stage. I actually thought maybe. Well, wow. But you're filming like a drama show. You can't say too much about it, obviously.
Well, it comes out soon. It's called Sisters. It's a drama for Channel 10. We've got Magda Jabansky, myself, Lucy Duac, Catherine McClements, Barry Otto.
Fantastic.
It's a really good Jane Hall. It's a really good cast.
I love Jane Hall. Yeah.
She's. Oh, I love her.
She filled in on the radio when I used to do radio, and she was always good company.
You're very excited. She's one of those. I'm such a typical gay man in that fabulous women excite me so much.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. She's always very well presented, Jane.
Very well presented.
Yes.
Beautiful, funny. Yeah. I love her.
Well, you know she was in All Together now.
I know. I was talking about that earlier. Yeah.
The school kid.
What a star. But it's weird doing an acting gig because as stand-ups, it's a solo sport.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you're at lunch. I have to sit and have lunch with like 80 people with all the crew, and it's really weird. It's an odd moment when you realise that you're not a team player. Yeah.
Well, is that why you reckon you became a stand-up? Totally.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And what sort of role are you playing in this?
I play. His name's Oscar, and he's one of the family. And he's from Perth, like me.
Yeah, like you.
But he's a bit povo.
Really? You're playing a poor person?
I know, man. I've had to ask around how to do it. Ask a few friends with arts degrees. What am I doing? Am I doing it right?
Because I know your dad owns 5 McDonald's? Is it something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
I think it's 5.
But do you own pubs, or was it just McDonald's?
Macca's and supermarkets. So, and what's funny is he's got like one of those sort of like gourmet type groceries, and if you grocery stores, and one of them's next to is Macca's, so you can kind of choose what you're in the mood
really?
for. Do you want fast food, or do you want like a sweet potato salad with balsamic dressing?
Because owning McDonald's is a pretty full-on thing, isn't it? Because you've got a teenage workforce.
Absolutely. Well, I used to work there. I was the McCafe manager.
Oh, really?
Absolutely, the gayest job there. The McCafe manager. I was the only boy that worked in McCafe. And I did a bit of front count and a bit of drive-through when I was wanting to do a bit of cardio.
Yeah.
A bit of because drive-through's hard work.
Oh, I did McCafe Day once at Deer Park.
Yeah.
No, I should have seen the writing on the wall. I was on radio with Hughesy and Kate.
Yeah.
Hughesy got St Kilda, Kate got the CBD, I got sent to Deer Park, which is the outer western suburbs of Melbourne. And true story, a lot of people came through the drive-through and went, "Oh, are you working here now, mate?" But it was really dangerous with the ice on the floor, I found.
It's really... And yeah.
I did the drinks.
Well, yeah, but when you spill something, you just put a bit of salt on the floor. I think that.
So what you do?
I don't know if you're meant to do it, but you just get the salt shaker from the fries and you chuck that on the floor. I think that's an industry tip for you.
Oh God, if I ever do it again, I swore not to. I mean, I love getting free McDonald's, but yeah, it was. The guy actually treated me like a worker. I'm like, no, mate, I'm supposed to be a celebrity.
Yeah.
But
totally.
then he made me work for an hour on the drinks.
Oh God! You know they've got an electronic drinks machine now. Like no one does the drinks anymore.
This would have been early 2000s, so
right.
It was. I was definitely doing drinks.
That was old school.
Old school.
Wow. Yeah. Bit of McHappy Day. I remember when one of my parents' stores for McHappy Day, we got Jason from Scandalous. The second, after Bardot. After Bardot, who?
Yes.
Bardot was my first concert, by the way.
I know you love Bardot, don't you?
Love Bardot.
Tiffany in the Hat? Was it Tiffany in the Hat?
I was obsessed with Tiffany in the Hat, and I cried the whole Bardot concert because I was 11, and I was so overwhelmed.
Yeah.
That I couldn't believe that they were in the same room as me. That my dad took me, and I just cried from the second we got in the car to drive there to.
Oh my god.
To the next day.
When I was a younger comic, we were all in a pub in Port Melbourne, me and other comics, and Bardot came in and had lunch, and we got so excited.
Oh my god!
And they all sort of blew us off, except for Sophie Monk. She was really friendly.
She is the nicest person.
And we did the TV pilot together, and she was very funny on it.
She's hard to match sometimes.
So part of that must be an act, and part of that's her.
She's so smart, but she comes at you like a...
She was funny.
You know, on those panel shows, it can get competitive between comics.
Yes, okay.
And she was like a comic being there. I was like, Jesus, going up against her a few times, like, I don't know how I can outdo that gag.
No. That's always bad when a person who's not a comic is funnier than you.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's happened to me.
Yeah, I hate it. We just never work with them again.
But I remember once doing the red carpet of the Logies where I wasn't invited to the Logies, but I used to go for radio stations and stand on there with a tape recorder. Have you ever done that? Where you go, hi, excuse me.
Awful.
Like, come and talk to me.
Yeah.
It's Carl 7 over here. Yeah, and it's a horrible job.
Yeah.
It's like, and you stand there for hours and it's freezing.
Yeah, no one wants to talk to you.
But the guy from Savage Garden walked up, not the main one. What's his name? Not Darren. Darren?
Yes, Darren.
Yeah, it was the one who did all the music, the sort of the nerdy... Daniel. Mm. Daniel Jones, I think his name is.
Yeah.
And he was going out with one of Bardot. He had one of Bardot.
Oh, wow.
And I said, hey, you've done all right. You've got one of Bardot. And he looked at me and went, yeah, I've done all right, haven't I? I've done all right. I've done all right. I've got one of Bardot.
Yeah, well, there was Sophie.
I can't remember. It wasn't Sophie. It was a brunette.
There was Tiffany. Oh, then there was Sally Papadopoulos or something.
That's who he had.
Yeah, she was from Adelaide.
Yeah,
and
that's
Belinda the dancer.
Oh, that's right. And what about the one who stole stuff? Who was that?
Oh, she... I don't know why
I remember this stuff.
I remember her name. I was talking about her the other day. Her name is... It'll come to me.
They reckon she stole... Wasn't Belinda another Belinda?
No, it was... There was Katie Underwood, and then her name... Chantel Barry.
That's right.
I always think, wouldn't she be great on like a I'm a Celebrity or a Dancing with the Stars? Just for a real laugh. Remember Chantel Barry? The chick she wasn't even on the album. They kicked her off before that because she was stealing everyone's cash.
Yes. From the lockers or something.
So funny.
And then Scandalous was the second one, and that included the future Mrs. Kyle Sandilands.
Yes. She really slept her way to the middle. Tamara Jaber.
And who had a hit singer with Oops, I Might Cry?
Yeah. I didn't mind her, actually.
It was not a bad song.
Scandalous. And then it was Scott Kane.
Scott Kane, oh my God.
Yeah. And that was the year that Jackie O had the red phone. And they'd like ring in, like they'd have all the contestants there, and then the red phone would ring, like the president, and she'd be like, "All right, Claire, you're going home."
So you love that kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It's like bad showbiz. You love
bad showbiz.
Bad showbiz.
Yeah, especially back then when it was, like when everybody in Australia knew who you're talking about. Like, even remember that, like, it's not that long ago, but remember the first season of MasterChef? Oh, everybody.
I knew everyone. And the first season of Big Brother.
First season of Sarah Marie.
Yes.
Do you know, that first season of MasterChef finale is, I think, still the highest rated Australian TV show of all time. It got like 4.5 million.
Yeah.
And I remember driving home, and because I was at a friend's, I was at an 18th, and I was driving home, and me and my friend were obsessed, and we were like, got to get home in time for the MasterChef finale. Yeah. And we were still on the road about a few minutes into the finale, and there was nobody on the roads.
Yeah.
It was weird. It was eerie.
It's like the Melbourne Cup.
Everybody was indoors watching Julie Goodwin beat Po Ling Yao.
That's right.
And it was really basic too. It was just like a chocolate cake they had to make.
That's right.
Now they've got to do weird shit.
What about the first Survivor? Do you remember that? Are you old enough to remember that?
Yeah, the American one.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that famous...
Richard Hatch.
And Sue, the truck driver, who did that famous speech where she was like, you were the rat and he was the snake, and the snake eats the rat, and you're like, ooh, you're rough.
Oh, yeah.
I loved Survivor.
Survivors. That first series was fantastic.
And then now La Puglia with his crazy arms.
Yes. So is that Anthony's brother? Who is that?
That's Anthony's brother, Jonathan.
Oh, okay.
And he's got so many muscles, and I look at him like I look at a country harbouring weapons of mass destruction, and I go, what are you planning?
Yeah.
Like, I look at his arms and I go, what are you building and planning to do with all of that?
Yeah.
Like a transformer.
I know someone that did a series with Anthony LaPaglia and just said it was pretty intense and pretty crazy. Pretty. Is he coming out of his trailer today? We don't know. Here he is and he's on!
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder what Jonathan's like in Samoa.
I don't know. So, but yeah, see, that's interesting that you used to watch those shows and then you ended up on one of those shows. You ended up on I'm a Celebrity.
Well, then I got asked to do one. By the way, isn't it hilarious? My boyfriend's car is like three in front of us. He's just over there. He's getting my Macca's for me.
Yeah.
On this drive home.
Which Macca's is he going to?
I don't know. I don't think he's been to one yet.
We're going past Melbourne Uni, so I don't know if...
Or he went to that one back there, maybe.
Do you reckon he must be a
maybe
quick
he was quick.
driver?
Yeah, he's a quick driver. My car, by the way.
That's your car?
My car, he drove. Yeah, so when I got asked to I'm a Celebrity, I was like a no-brainer because I love reality TV. I wanted an insider's look at it. I knew it would be great stand-up material.
Oh, yeah, and also profile boosting.
Great for profile. I reckon you can go on any show and make it work if you want to.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You can be good on a shit show.
Absolutely.
But see, that because that was the first season, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that just made a big impact.
Yeah, people were... I mean, I don't know because I was in there, but, I think it was one of those things where everyone sort of knew what was going on.
Oh, yeah, people were talking about it. And you were with Creasey Swan?
Gorgeous Creasey Swan.
Yeah, she's awesome. I work with her. She's awesome.
Yeah, she's great. Although she's one of those people that she's so beloved that she's kind of all people want to talk to me about.
Oh, well, that's annoying.
Yeah. And where's Creasey? Even tonight at the gig, people go, where's Creasey? Like, she doesn't come to every one of my shows.
She's got 3 kids.
I said, she's gone to bed. She's doing
she's kind of busy.
She's kind of busy.
Don't worry, I worked with Hughesy for a long time. And a lot of it, where's Hughesy? Or even worse, hey Hughesy, how are you?
Oh my God.
No, I'm not Hughesy. Yeah, you are. No, I'm not.
No.
I work with him. Where is he? Oh, anyway.
I don't know. I don't have tabs on him.
But was that like, I remember I asked Creasey Swan, but that was really hard work in there, wasn't it?
Really hard.
Really
work.
hot?
It was hot. And
Merv farted
really
a lot.
Wet. Merv farted a lot. I lost 13 kilos.
Yeah, and you're not fat.
Yeah, it was really tough. And then also having 11 other people living on top of you and some really big personalities. And the good thing is no one was going for screen time though because people were so over it within a few hours.
Yeah.
So tired it breaks you down. It's not like Big Brother where you can have a coffee and a proper bed.
Yeah, there was no breaks, were there?
No breaks.
You was Marcia Brady, weren't you?
Marcia Brady, Maureen McCormick. Didn't realise she was in Africa till week 3 of the show.
Where did she think she was?
Well, she thought she was in Australia. She thought she was in the Australian bush.
Fantastic.
She's like, I don't know how she got through customs in Johannesburg.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Absolutely nuts, but really fun. Like, and you just some days you catch her talking to trees, and you have to be like, "That's not Alice, the housekeeper."
I loved Alice.
Yeah.
And her boyfriend Sam the butcher.
Who
would come and put his meat on the table. I always remember that. Stick it on the table. Hey, Alice.
And then it was funny because one day we were talking about exes, like just casually, Marcia Brady and I was talking about my ex, and she was talking about her ex, and I was like, oh yeah, my ex does this, and she goes, oh yeah, my ex is a singer, and I said, oh yeah, my ex sang a bit too, and then we got talking, and I realised she was talking about Michael Jackson.
She went out with Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And I was like, oh my God, I actually said to her, yeah, my ex sang a bit too, when she was talking about Michael.
How long did she go with Michael Jackson for?
When she was 16.
Oh, wow.
I think it was the first time she admitted it was on the show with me. It was that moment, and then it became a bit of an international story. And people, and then like papers overseas had no idea who I am, so they're like, Marcia Brady confesses to lesbian comic in
the bush in Africa.
in the bush in Africa.
So did she do like stuff like musicals or stuff like? What did she do?
She did musicals. I think she just the odd movie.
Yeah, right. But I assume they just pay her to turn up to stuff too, because she's Marcia Brady.
She's done like Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, okay, right, yeah. The classic.
She's all, she kind of, there's a lot of comments, there's a lot to unpack there.
I've just come from my kids' musical.
Oh, yeah!
That's why
you went at the gig.
That's why I came at the end of the gig, and this is a state school, but they write the musical themselves.
What?
Yeah. So,
Oh my god.
I know you're thinking a bit of Guys and Dolls.
Yeah, just a bit of 42nd Street.
Yeah, Oklahoma.
Yeah, well, I was the school drama captain.
Yeah, I know. I remember I saw a show you did. I saw it in Adelaide Fringe, and you were in musicals a lot.
Yeah, I was back in the day before my voice cracked and I couldn't sing anymore.
What is your favourite musical then?
I like Wicked because I'm a homo.
Yeah,
I like a musical called Next to Normal.
I don't know.
It's a very hardcore musical.
Yeah.
I love them all. I love Book of Mormon's great. So who was in?
My daughter, who's 11, and my son, who's 8. So my son played an IKEA bag. So it's not a huge role, Joel, but it's a role.
But it's an important role.
Yeah. So he was being led around by an older girl in the IKEA because the story was the kids, 3 publishing people got lost in a book and they went into different worlds they imagined, and IKEA was one of the things they imagined. And so my son's getting led around by an older girl, and I said, "So you had a girl leading you around?" He goes, "Dad, IKEA bags just can't walk around by themselves." And then my daughter was playing a cat.
Oh, okay.
In the magical forest.
So and what was the show called?
It was called Lost for Words.
Imagine if it was the next big boy.
Yeah, I know. Imagine if someone just was in the audience went, "Oh my God, this is amazing!
Yeah.
These kids are doing.
Yeah.
This is incredible." But
Hugh Jackman is the IKEA guy. Wow.
But the director is one of the dads, and he's a serious theatre director.
A real thesp.
Oh yeah, but the first time my oldest son, who's now 14, was in it in prep, I walked into the foyer of the theatre and I saw a guy in a jaunty hat with a scarf, and I heard him saying, "The children, they're going on a journey." And I went, I said, "I reckon that guy's a director." I don't know. I reckon, and it's him. Yeah, but he does a great job, and they write the songs. It's a massive undertaking.
Okay, so and it's in a theatre at the school?
Yeah, no, they do it at the high school because the primary school doesn't have a theatre. And
Right.
High school. So it's a classic high school theatre.
I would have loved that. My school wasn't very performing because it was like a very sports heavy.
Yeah, you went to like a pretty a posh private
school, and I went to school with my Ben Cousins and Buddy Franklin went to my high school.
Oh wow!
So it was like very sports focused, and it's quite funny because on the Wikipedia page for my high school, it goes notable alumni, and it goes Ben Cousins, Buddy Franklin, Joel Creasey, and it's like spot the odd one out.
Yeah.
Ben,
but you still did some drama.
Oh yeah, I was in the drama program and the drama captain, but because there was like no funding, I just sort of like normally you're the drama captain in grade 12. I was a drama captain from grade 9. I was like
so no one else wanted to do it, or
we went through 6 drama teachers while I was the drama captain. Cause I think they kept resigning because they couldn't deal with me. I'd be like waiting for them on the first day of term.
Yeah. What are we doing?
Like,
what are we doing?
Well, Renee, maybe you go grab us some coffees and I'll take the class from here. They hated me.
Did you do anything apart from musicals? Did you do any plays or comedies? Or we did a variety show at high school.
Oh, I would have loved that.
Yeah, I've got a twin brother, and we did a magic act where Noddy, our mate, played a magician, and then he picked me out of the audience in my owl skivvy. And then my twin brother was already in a box on stage, and I got into another box, and then he tapped it, and everyone was like amazed, like, "Wow, this is amazing!" Like, and then we both popped up at the same time, and
wow.
Still, one of my friends said to me afterwards, "Was there a tunnel between the boxes?" I'm like, "Dude, you know we're twins. You're at school with us."
I would have loved a variety.
Yeah, so then people got to do. I think someone even did comedy, but they had a few bands and.
We did a Thank God You're Here.
Oh my God,
yeah,
really?
So we called it Piece of Skit, and we had 4 students. We had like the sports captain, school captain, and then we had 4 teachers, and they all had a different scene. And then the drama class were like the core cast.
Oh yeah, like the Ed Cavalier.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
It was real. That was a big hit. I hosted it. I was the Sean. What's his face?
Shane Bourne.
Shane Bourne. Shane Bourne.
Shane Bourne.
God, I've worked with him a few times. It's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. I was also, while I was the drum captain, I was also the editor-in-chief of the student paper, the Wesleyan Crier, which was previously a 2-sided piece of paper with the sports results. I completely rebranded it. We did a September issue, 36 pages. Oh, you've got to get in this lane.
Yeah, get in this lane. Yeah, sure. We're going to the beautiful Docklands. I don't want to give away your
I give it away on stage.
You do talk about it on stage. Yeah, I worked on the school newspaper. I loved it.
Oh, wow. Did you have a gossip column in yours?
No.
We did.
We had funny cartoons and stuff.
Oh, right. No, I got rid of those. We had a gossip column, fashion, And it was great because I then gave the school production a lot of free advertising in the student paper when the school production which I directed.
Yeah, of course. And how did you cope with school?
I hated it, but not for the obvious reasons. Just because I grew up in I graduated in 2007,
Wow.
and I was openly gay at school. Didn't have any problems with the
Yeah.
students. It was more the teachers, and I was just bored at school. Like I wanted to be a performer.
Were you a high achiever? Oh, straight ahead.
Yeah, sorry.
Were you a high achiever? I'm going to take out a food delivery.
Yeah, maybe a Deliveroo guy.
Food.
I was sort of a high achiever, but my results were terrible though because I'd already worked out I wanted to do stand up and then left here.
Have you got any brothers or sisters?
2 sisters.
Oh, okay. Are you the youngest?
I'm the middle.
Oh, you're the middle
I'm the
child.
middle.
You're the
they
Jan
both live
Brady.
in London. I am the Jan Brady. As I say, I'm the
You
only
know,
one
middle
that's okay.
children are underrepresented in the world of stand-up. I read a book about it once.
Really?
Yeah,
That's all right.
it's a lot of younger children.
What do you mean?
Well, the more comics are younger children than any other sibling position. So there's
okay. What are you?
I'm youngest. I'm a twin,
Right.
but we were the youngest. So,
Yeah.
like for example, Frank Woodley's the youngest of 9.
Wow.
Dave Hughes the youngest of 5, and often
Yeah.
the oldest children become Tonight Show hosts if they're going to be in comedy. They get jobs where they're in charge. So
Wow.
so those American hosts, what's his name? Who replaced Letterman? That guy's an oldest child.
Right.
I can't remember his name.
Who replaced Letterman?
Who replaced Letterman? He used to do political stuff. What's his
Yeah.
name? I can't
What's his name? John.
Yeah.
No, not John
Not
Oliver.
the British guy. Yeah.
It's
the American.
oh god.
Yeah, we'll remember it.
Yeah. Edit it in.
Yeah,
Just the
that's
name over.
that.
Yeah.
What's his name?
It's the Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
that's
the,
interesting. No, I'm a middle child. I'm the only one that still lives in Australia or moved to London, and the only one on TV. So there you go.
What do
Suck
they
it.
do, your sisters?
One's in marketing, and one hands out headphones at St Paul's Cathedral for audio tours.
Well, you got to do something for
Gotta
her.
do something. She's living life.
She's living the dream. Okay, we'll be back. Hey, this episode of The Debrief is brought to you by Sheba. It's a great rideshare app where all the drivers are women. That's right, every single driver is a woman. So set up your account by downloading the Apple or Android app, and multiple users can use the one account. Enjoy the one account. And also, this is a great idea for dads like myself. You can set up an account for your daughters. Corporate accounts are available too. Sheba also takes booking. It's female-only driving service. And Homey. They're a Melbourne-based social enterprise creating pathways out of homelessness. Do you know at the moment there's about 100,000 Australians live without a permanent address, and of those, 20,000 people sleep on the streets or in a makeshift shelter. Why not change this? Come on. Go to www.homey.com.au. Okay, back to the program. And we're back on the debrief with Joel Creasey. We're here at Docklands, just sitting outside the wheel.
We need the wheel, which is still on, but look, a lot of the strips are broken.
Yeah, it's like have you been on the wheel yet?
I've not, and I don't know what people like. There's nothing to see. It's just me and my. If you go up on the wheel, you'll be able to see me and my partner.
Yeah, you can see the railway yards and your Footscray.
Yeah.
The docks.
It's so weird. There's a frozen yogurt place in the base of it that I sometimes go to,
And someone breaking into your car.
and it's in front of Costco.
yes.
And you know, that's
go to Costco?
Yeah, because that's my local supermarket.
You go to Costco.
Yeah, so I can't pop. You're like, oh, I need toothpaste. I'll pop out and buy 1 tube. I can't. If I run out of toothpaste, I've got to go pop out and buy 50 tubes.
So do you have to join Costco? Is there a
Yeah,
joining
you
fee?
got to be and have a photo taken and print it onto your card. It's like an ID. I reckon I've used my Costco card to get into Chasers before. Revolver.
Chasers.
Yeah.
I used to go to Chasers.
I go there every Saturday.
Oh, really?
Poof,
Poof, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that used to be a very popular, well, still probably is popular. It was popular in the 80s, that's for sure.
I took me 4 hosts there the other
Oh,
night.
did you?
And Creasey.
Chrissy's one. Well,
Yeah.
Chrissy probably used to go in the 80s and 90s.
She's around the corner. She's
Yeah.
a block away. Yeah.
Now, look, I've got some debrief questions. What went well? These are the official questions I got off the internet for a debrief, because it's a debrief.
Oh, yeah.
What went well and why tonight, Joel?
Your driving
Yeah, thanks.
was excellent.
Well, you talk about the gig too.
Oh, the gig.
Yeah.
Oh, the gig. The crowd, the demo. I love the crowd there because they're
The middle-aged.
yeah, they're like, oh, naughty. What's he going to say next?
Oh, yeah, they were gasping during your last story about going to Holland.
Oh, you know what else is good? What
Yeah.
else went well tonight in your
Yeah.
debrief questions? I had a beer
Yeah.
and I enjoyed it.
You like that beer?
It was a Carlton Draft.
Yeah, I like Carlton Draft.
Yeah, it was nice. Tasted a little rough.
Yeah, well, that's from the tap, isn't it?
Yeah, I liked it.
It's from the tap.
Yeah.
So what didn't go well and why?
What didn't go well? I couldn't get on stage. I took the wrong route to the stage.
Oh, through the tables and chairs.
I just went through the tables and chairs. Actually, it kind of maybe went well because then everyone saw me and then they kept clapping and I got quite a big...
round of applause.
I felt like Gaga. You know, it was like a big entrance onto stage.
And so that probably leads to the next question. Were there any organisational hazards that got in the way?
Yeah, tables.
Tables and chairs.
Those beer tap things, whatever they are. There was this thing attached to the microphone. I think it's called a stand. That
got in the way.
That went the way. I did throw it at one point though.
Because you were throwing it around a bit. How can we do better next time?
I think more variety of beer. Maybe in the variety of a strawberry daiquiri.
What is your favourite alcoholic drink?
Negroni.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, equal parts Campari, gin, and vermouth.
Is that your partner with the
No,
McDonald's?
that's someone
that's a student.
That's either a student or someone on a Grindr hookup.
Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, that's what I used to wear if I was going to hook up with a guy.
Like a hood and...
Like a rando hookup, yeah, a little hood, because I didn't want people to see me.
And he's...
Track pants, easy access.
He's going to the pharmacy. Oh no, this car's moving off. Maybe he's the hookup, the Grindr hookup.
Maybe the drug deal.
Did you ever turn up to a hookup though and see the person and then pretend it wasn't you? Like you go, oh, I'm not going to.
I did a drive-by once.
Yeah,
and just kept driving. And the guy goes, I just saw you in your car. Because it was like a quiet suburban street at midnight. And I was like, that wasn't me. Also, my grinder said, 5 metres away.
Yes. Have you rode one of those O-bikes yet? They're all over Melbourne.
No, what are they?
Have you seen these things? You know that I've pointed them out. They've been dumped. They're like, those blue bikes they have in Melbourne. They have in Brisbane too. And they have in Sydney, I think, too. I think they're yellow in Brisbane.
But that's yellow there, isn't it?
No, yeah. Well, these are the new ones. These are a private company, and you can just download an app and then hire the bike, basically, for a low fee.
You can just leave it anywhere?
Yeah, they just left it anywhere. But
that's...
Yeah.
Great.
Well, it works well in, Singapore, but apparently it's not working that well here.
Well, yeah, it was a bit spread out. There's also those hire cars just there that you can hire.
Oh, yeah, those hire cars.
They're here. We have all that sort of shit in Docklands.
Yeah, Docklands.
It's awful.
What's it like living here?
Windy. And very quiet. There's one cafe that I like down the front called Cargo, but then I panic when I'm away on tour. I have to say to my boyfriend and my mates, can you go in? Because I don't want them to shut down. Someone's going to go in each day and make sure they're all right.
Keep them open.
I mean, they're not even that good, but I just go there every single day.
Of course. Oh, there's a man with a suit. He's obviously...
I reckon he's here for business. He doesn't.
He's divorced.
He's divorced, and he's here. He's probably from Adelaide. He's here for the money business.
He thought, they're putting him over Docklands. This is going to be awesome.
Flash.
He's wearing a uniform. Is that a uniform?
Yeah. Oh.
It is too. Pilot. He's a pilot.
Oh.
No. Security guard.
No,
maybe.
train driver.
Train driver. Anyway, we can sit around all day watching people. And he's got like a special key.
My level of this apartment.
Yeah. What level are you on?
I'm level 18, and it's a hotel level. So, hotel apartment.
Look at these two dodgy guys.
This is very dodgy. I don't
Docklands
normally sit down here. I normally go straight into the car park. What are they up to?
I don't know what they're doing. They don't look
They're on a hookup. I just assume everyone's on.
Everyone's a hookup, you reckon?
Yeah, I don't think they are.
They look like they've got a car.
They might have just finished work because there's the restaurants along the front.
Yeah, they could. They look like people that work in a restaurant.
Yeah. That's a nice way of saying fat.
Yeah. Well, they get free food. We can play a song. Let's play a song.
Oh, okay.
What should we play? We should play Bardot.
Yeah, play Bardot, Poison. You better stop, better run away. You better listen what I have to say. And then there's that weird spoken word bit.
Like a rap kind of.
Yeah, but she's like, don't give in to your reasons, baby, because I don't want your lies. Or breathy.
I wonder who wrote it. I wonder who wrote that song.
It's a great song.
It would have been like the fat guy from Dragon or something like that. Normally that's what it is some guy my age who used to play keyboards in Pseudo Echo, and it's like, hey...
And the video clip, remember the video clip? And they're all in a different room. Everyone had a different room.
That's right.
But they really kind of just focused on Sophie Monk.
I don't know why I know so much about Bardot. I watched it. It was Pop Stars, wasn't it?
Pop Stars. Bop, bop, boo-ah. And it was sponsored by LA Ice Cola.
Oh, man, what happened to that?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I need one now. well, Joel, thanks very much
for
doing
thanks
the podcast. It's been awesome.
5 stars.
Hope you get your McDonald's.
And,
5 stars, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going to pick up some guy now over there.
Yeah, that guy in the hoodie.
Guy on the wheel.
He was there for you.
And of course, people can find you on Twitter. And you're
all over it.
Yeah,
all over the socials.
You're touring and...
Joel
Creasey.
Yeah, I'm doing it all.
JoelCreasey.com.
JoelCreasey.com.au because some fucker bought.com.
That can happen.
And tried to sell it back to me for 10 grand. I went, no, I'll just buy .au.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible when they do that.
Annoying.